After playing Sonic Racing CrossWorlds in full and participating in every pre-release test, it's time to give my thoughts on the game. On this episode of Mikey WFTV, we're deep diving into what could be the best kart racer of the generation. Before we get started, leave a like, subscribe, join my Patreon, and follow me on my socials. Now, let's get into it. As I stated in my early impressions vid, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is fun. There's just something about it that makes you go, one more race, even after being brutalized online. In terms of single player options, the game is surprisingly stacked. There's Grand Prix mode, which you'd expect, a feature called Race Park, where you compete in various modes for machine parts and Dodonpa tickets. Those tickets allow you to purchase more customization options. The Time Trial mode has a ranking system that Sonic fans should be familiar with. As you A-rank courses, you unlock songs from other Sonic games for the jukebox, and those can be played as you race. In Grand Prix, you can unlock Supersonic Speed after beating each cup on Sonic Speed. Think of Supersonic Speed as this game's 200cc, if you're a Mario Kart fan. The fastest way, and my preferred way to race in CrossWorlds. There's also the rival mechanic in Grand Prix. The game gives you a specific character to rival you in the cup you choose. I don't know what they fed these computers, but they come for your ass at level 5 and up. Beating each character unlocks Supersonic, and hey, that's pretty cool. But he's exclusive to Grand Prix because he's invincible. It can only be slowed down by going off-road. As of this recording, I still haven't even touched him. Where's Super Silver, Sega? See how much stuff there is to do without even going online? I haven't even discussed the gameplay yet. CrossWorlds plays a bit more arcadey than kart racers you might be used to. If you played previous Sonic racing entries, you know what you're getting into. I think it controls well. Learning to let go of accelerate on tight turns has been a bit of a rough spot for my brain, but that might just be a me thing. Turning without drifts does feel a bit stiff though. I mostly play as handling characters and I still think that. Characters and vehicles are separated into 5 types: speed, acceleration, power, handling, and boost. I like handling characters on extreme gear best. Let me know your preference in the comments. Also, if you like the video yet, do that. I briefly spoke on the gadget system in the last vid. I like it, but I wish there were more slots. I'm probably just being greedy, but there's so many avenues I'd like to improve with this system, but I gotta pick one. I talked about the crossroad mechanic in the previous vid, so I'll just say I enjoy it and I like how it keeps the game fresh. I love all the Sonic Unleashed representation. I only don't care for a few courses, and most of them are just because I associate them with getting jumped by items. I plan on doing a tier list for them soon, so be on the lookout for that. So far, I've been very positive on the game, but I do have some cons. First, we need actual cosmetics for every character. Wear the Rider skin, Sonic Team. We also need more customization slots for machines. My brother maxed out all the extreme gear he could make in like 2 days. The jukebox, while I love it, needs to be tweaked. You can only play albums. We should be able to select specific songs for specific laps. As much as I love online, items are still a problem. Nowhere near as they were in the closed beta, but getting to 5th place feels like racing through a war zone. The shuriken item is my worst nightmare. You can only block it with defensive items, the yellow and cyan wisps, and the monster truck sometimes. I've been in that truck and the damn shuriken sat next to me till it ran out and sliced my ass. That's bull, man! I think we should be able to dodge them with the boost wisp at least. I know you can like build yourself to be defensive with certain gadgets, but then you're losing out on other things that could be helping your playstyle. I think it's best if a couple of them get nerfed, have their chances of spawning lowered, you know, some compromise. Cause why am I getting my board cut in half in 7th place? Another thing is the online hit detection. There's been a few times I've clearly hit people, seen their boards blinking after I hit them, but they keep on Sonic racing like nothing happened. Also, I don't like that we can't do ranked while festivals are going on. I get that they probably don't want to split up the active player bases, but I'm not that big on festivals without a group or a partner you can play them with. I'd rather grind ranked. Next is the DLC characters being voiceless. I'm thinking of making a dedicated video for this, but I'm waiting to see future patches. The Werehog being mute is insane. I know y'all have Jason Griffiths Foley on drive somewhere, Sega. Just pay the man the royalties. Y'all are a multi-billion-dollar company. The Sonic Prime characters being voiceless is such a missed opportunity for fun, different interactions with the rest of the cast. I would love to hear Nine talking shit to Shadow, Wave, Game Tails. His and Omega's interactions would probably be hilarious. Please bring in the Sonic Prime VAs for a future update, please! Since we're talking about voice actors, this game has a unique situation going on with the English cast in my opinion. Some of the cast sounds the best they've ever sounded as these characters, while some don't. Knuckles sounds bored, Amy sounds like a mom that hates fun, and Sonic sounds like he's just there. Shadow sounds fine. Not up there with Shadow Gens or Dark Beginnings, but way better than previous. Also, can we drop the whole blue hedgehog thing he's been doing lately? It's not cute. I mean, no disrespect to the actors, it's just my preference. I've also been ready for a new cast for the main and most recurring cast, minus Tails, since 2017. I think new voices, direction, and models would really breathe new life into these characters, and they kinda need it. I'd love for the Sonic Prime cast to get a shot to voice these characters in-game, but that's a discussion for another day. Damn, I kinda went longer on the cons than I planned. I promise I love the game, I just believe in voicing criticisms so we get better products in the future. Plus, most of everything I mentioned can be patched, so that'll only make this product better. We ain't ending on that note though. I gotta talk about how great this game's OST is for a sec. Not sure if I think it's better than Team Sonic Racing's, that is that game's only redeeming quality, but there are plenty of bangers. I just dropped a vocal theme for Wonder Museum yesterday, and there's gonna be much more coming throughout 2026. There is a bit of variety here. We got pop, bops, rock, orchestral sounding songs, EDM, surprise saxophones that make you float to heaven. I do wish there was a bit more though. I'm gonna continue begging for Sonic to tap back into New Jack Swing, R&B, rap, jazz, and hip hop till it happens. There is a smidge of hip hop in a few songs, but no full songs sadly. Also Sega, if you're ever looking for singers, songwriters, or rappers, my DMs are always open. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds released to unanimous praise and acclaim, despite releasing in a potentially rough year for kart racers. While I'm here for the three cakes mentality, I'm glad Sega believed in this product enough to reignite their rivalry with Nintendo. It's more fun this way. A little competition ain't never hurt nobody, but I'd love for CrossWorlds and the third cake to cross over. I'm looking forward to playing this game more, and for the support it's getting through the next year. I hope it gets another year's support after that. Next year is Sonic's 35th anniversary. If this game is a peek at what's to come, the days of worrying about Sonic games quality might finally be behind me. Hope y'all enjoyed my first review. Of course it had to be for the blue rat that started it all for me. Let me know what you think of the game in the comments, or if you plan on getting the game. Thanks for watching, please support my Patreon and follow me on my other platforms. That's it for this episode of Mikey WFTV. See y'all next time.